Governor Ron DeSantis visited the UF Health Hospital in the Villages on Tuesday, where local healthcare workers and some community members were among the first to receive the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine.
Today we're here to witness and highlight the first COVID-19 vaccines to be administered in the Villages. In just a moment, several of our UF Health frontline healthcare workers will receive the vaccine, along with a group from the community who are senior citizens. And we are including a group of senior citizens here to give a preview of what is to come as we move forward in the vaccination process. But as we get into the general community, the vaccines are going to be targeted where the risk is the greatest, and that is in our elderly population. We are not going to put young, healthy workers ahead of our elderly, vulnerable population. Last week, the state of Florida received 179,400 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, which was used for both those high-contact healthcare workers as well as staff and residents of our long-term care facilities. 5 hospitals got the initial shipment. We were limited by HHS to only 5, and it was kind of a test run to make sure that this is something that could be done effectively. They did have the ultra cold storage capability, and they have been giving vaccine for their employees. They've been working with neighboring hospitals to vaccinate those nurses and doctors. But we also earmarked about 60,000 doses for CVS and Walgreens, who have been contracted with HHS to provide vaccinations to staff and residents of long-term care facilities. At the same time, we wanted an aggressive schedule, and when it was clear that those companies may not be ready to go on day one, I directed the Department of Emergency Management to partner with Florida's Department of Health to deploy EMS strike teams to administer the vaccine to residents and staff of long-term care facilities.
According to DeSantis, vaccines will be available to the community very soon, with a priority on the elderly first.
We're now in a situation where Florida has vaccinated tens of thousands of people, at least for the first dose. We're to continue making progress there, and we now have this light at the end of the tunnel for our elderly, where you're going to have, in relatively short order, access to a safe and effective vaccine.
Although a specific date has not been released, Governor DeSantis is hopeful to have more information with the upcoming allocation.
We are hoping that with the allocation coming up for the coming week, that the bulk of that will be able to be devoted to elderly people. Now, this is hundreds of thousands, which is a lot, but you know the numbers there. We're also working with the hospitals about efficient delivery. Now, once they get through their healthcare workers, they obviously already have some system in place to be able to vaccinate people. So I think you'll see some of them. We're reaching out to the community. As I mentioned, we're probably going to do some community pods working with some of the state health, the county health departments, and so you'll start to see that. So I would just say, if you're in the elderly population, this is coming soon, and just stay tuned. There's going to be more information coming, but we're a lot further along than we thought we would be 6 months ago, and that's a really good thing.
For more local news, check out lakefronttv.com.